When it comes to skid steers, you can expect the conventional, or you can expect a difference. The difference is John Deere's new generation 200 series skid steers. 4 new models with rated operating capacities from 1,500 pounds up to 2,600 pounds. Designed and built from the ground up at John Deere's own engineering and manufacturing facility, setting new standards in skid steer design. To demonstrate just how great the difference is, compare the 200 series to the competition in lift and reach, visibility, stability, capability, serviceability, and comfort and safety. We'll start with the John Deere 240 with a rated operating capacity of 1,500 pounds. 2 of its competitors are the Cat 226 and Bobcat 763. One of the first and most important differences is the lift system. Both the Cat and Bobcat models have a conventional radial lift design. Because of this arc-shaped path, the operator has to continually adjust the angle to keep the load level. At the top of the lift, it's hard to see the bucket. On these radial lift machines, the load actually moves toward the cab, where it can spill onto the operator. With John Deere's patent-pending vertical lift design, the boom arms rise along a stable, vertical path so the load stays out in front, never over the cab. The load is in view at the top of the lift cycle, so you can work with confidence. It also gives you more reach than conventional radial lift skid steers. That means with Deere, you have enough reach to put the load where you need it. Side by side with the Bobcat 763 and the Cat 226, it's easy to see the benefit of John Deere's greater reach at full height. You get all the advantages of John Deere's better lift and reach with every 200 series skid steer. Another Deere design advantage is visibility in all directions. For this comparison, the John Deere 250, with a rated operating capacity of 1,750 pounds, goes head-to-head with the Case 1845C and Bobcat's 773. Even though this Bobcat has a form of vertical lift, visibility past the single cylinder and crossmember is not very good. On the Case, the cutting edge is also hard to see. Deere skid steers have the advantage, with a panoramic front view and clear sight lines to the cutting edge. Side visibility is important too. The Case rear frame towers and lift arms limit your view. It's the same with the Bobcat. The boom arms are right in your way. That can be a problem for productivity and safety. Thanks to John Deere's patent-pending vertical lift design, no rear frame towers or lift arms obstruct your view. You'll see another difference when backing. Bobcat's high engine cover and cross tube severely limit visibility. Case also has a tall engine cover that's hard to see past. The wide view over John Deere's sloped rear deck makes backing up safer and easier. Deere's full 360-degree visibility makes a big difference in getting your jobs done. To tackle tough, heavy jobs, a skid steer must be solid and stable. The Bobcat 773 can't handle this pallet. Neither can the New Holland LX665. And even with an optional weight kit, the Case 1845C fails to complete the job. The similarly rated John Deere 250, with its solid stance and low center of gravity, easily lifts and moves the same pallet. Stability makes a difference when working uphill. The Case 1845C is so back heavy that you can't climb the hill without tipping. It's the same story with the longer wheelbase, larger model Bobcat 873. The Deere 250, with the longest wheelbase in its class and superior weight distribution, climbs the hill easily. You get a smoother ride, even over rough terrain, and faster ground speed without bucking. That's the John Deere difference. Stability and superior performance you can expect. There's another place you can expect a difference. Power. Pushing a pile is a tough job. The John Deere 250 has 33% more net horsepower than Bobcat's 773. In this push test, the underpowered rear-heavy Bobcat stalls under the load. The same is true for Case and New Holland. With more horsepower, better weight distribution, and the best torque rise, the 250 pushes through, and that means more productivity. Another big part of productivity is capability. That means getting around the job site easily and handling a variety of chores. Here's how the 2,200 pound rated operating capacity John Deere 260 stacks up against the comparably rated New Holland LX 865, Case 75 XT, and Bobcat 863. You need good ground clearance to move around quickly. The Bobcat 863's keel-shaped frame hangs up at only 8.5 inches. Case, with only 8.3 inches of ground clearance, has the same problem. And at only 7.5 inches, the New Holland fails as well. John Deere's 11-inch clearance is the highest. That's the difference you can expect from John Deere. The 200 series skid steers can get in and out of tougher conditions. Another good measure of capability is lift height to hinge pin. And when you've got to go high, John Deere gives you 127 inches of lift. That's more than 10 1/2 feet. New Holland at 125 inches is close and manages to clear the sideboard. But with only 121 and 119 inches of lift, the Bobcat and Case come up short. The John Deere difference means you get your job done. John Deere's capability story goes even farther with the 270. With all the same great 200 series features and a rated operating capacity of 2,600 pounds, the 270 has some tough competition: the Bobcat 873 and the Case 85 XT. The 270's 6,100 pounds of rated bucket breakout is 30% more than the Bobcat. And the 270 delivers hydraulic horsepower that's 12% more than Bobcat and 4% more than Case. The 4045 John Deere PowerTech engines are proven performers with 17% more net engine horsepower than the Case 85 XT and 5% more than the Bobcat 873. Deere's direct injection gives you better cold starting and unbeatable fuel efficiency. Their exclusive wet sleeve cylinder design and oil-sprayed pistons provide better cylinder cooling for longer engine life. John Deere skid steers use some of the same engines found in larger Deere construction equipment. John Deere PowerTech engines give you 55% more displacement than Bobcat and 15% more than Case, delivering more peak torque or lugging ability when you need it, 22% more than Bobcat and 11% more than Case. Putting that power to work is no problem for John Deere. The forged single-piece 270 axle is 44% larger at the load-bearing surface than the smaller multi-piece keyed axle on the 873. That's important because John Deere axles can handle 28% more torque than Bobcat and 29% more than Case. More torque means more pushing power. For maximum rated operating capacity, add the 270's optional counterweight kit that extends the capacity to 3,000 pounds. That's comparable to the standard packages on the Bobcat 963 and the Case 95 XT. With similar bucket breakout force, the John Deere 270 has the capacity of the larger machines at a fraction of the cost. Another key to productivity and long life is easy serviceability. The case engine compartment is cramped, not much room to work. The Bobcat looks easy, but some service points, such as the alternator belt, can be hard to reach. John Deere service is a snap because of the easy access rear door and lift-off panels. Inside, there's plenty of elbow room to get to service points. For maintenance work, the Bobcat and Case have lift cabs, but even with the cabs flipped up, access to components can be difficult. John Deere's Quick Lift cab gives easy access to pumps, motors, brakes, and other major components. When it comes to operator comfort and safety, John Deere is unmatched. If you need to get out of this Bobcat with the boom raised, you need someone else to help out because the boom can be locked only from outside the cab. The John Deere difference? Every 200 series skid steer has boom locks that engage from inside the cab, making it safer and easier when you need to get in and out under a raised boom, even when no one else is around to help. Another safety feature is the seat interlock system. Both Bobcat and Case use a one-size-fits-all seat restraint. You can run the skid steer without buckling the seatbelt. John Deere's adjustable seatbelt and triple interlock system make operation safer. The competition's manually applied brakes do not engage when you leave the seat. Cables can loosen and become less effective, requiring periodic adjustment. All 200 series John Deere skid steers feature positive, self-adjusting park brakes that automatically apply whenever the operator shuts down the engine, unfastens the seatbelt, or leaves the seat. This positive triple interlock system also means you never forget to disengage the brake, causing premature wear. When it comes to comfort and safety, the John Deere difference is a difference you can live with. John Deere's quick attach design makes switching attachments quicker and easier. Unlike the old pin and sleeve coupling designs that easily jammed and needed constant lubrication, John Deere's new rotating pawl is self-cleaning. As seen in this cutaway, it's less likely to jam with mud or debris and doesn't need maintenance. Deere's new Quick Attach is the easiest in the industry to engage and disengage, and it fits just about everyone's attachments. Auxiliary hydraulics are also standard on 200 series skid steers. You're ready for virtually any job. And you can handle those jobs easily with the new line of John Deere Worksite Pro attachments. Whatever your needs, check out the ever-expanding Worksite Pro attachment line. Before you decide on a skid steer, visit your local John Deere dealer. Get in the seat and compare the new generation of John Deere 200 series skid steers. You'll see the differences in lift and reach, visibility, stability, capability, serviceability, and comfort and safety. Add them all up, and there's only one logical choice: John Deere. Expect a difference.